The Girl with Big Dreams. Sarah was a young girl who lived in a big city. The streets were always busy and tall buildings surrounded her home. She lived with her parents and little brother in a small apartment. Her parents worked hard, but they did not have much money. They could only afford the basic things. Sarah had big dreams. She wanted to be rich. She wanted to live in a big house, wear beautiful clothes, and travel to different countries. Every night she looked at the tall buildings and imagined herself living in one of them. She believed that one day her life would change. One afternoon, she walked home from school and saw a luxury car parked in front of a tall building. A well-dressed woman stepped out, holding a designer bag. Sarah watched her with admiration. She thought, one day I will have a life like hers. She knew she had to work hard to achieve her dreams. She started reading books about successful people. She wanted to learn their secrets. She spent hours studying and thinking about her future. But life was not easy. Many challenges were waiting for her. Would she be able to reach her dreams? Sarah continued to dream about a better life. Every day she studied hard at school. She believed that education was the key to success. Her teachers liked her because she was smart and hard-working. But some of her classmates did not understand her. They laughed at her dreams. "You will never be rich," one girl said. "People like us don't become rich." Sarah felt sad, but she did not give up. She remembered a story she read about a poor man who became a millionaire. "If he can do it, I can do it too," she thought. She promised herself that she would never stop trying. At home, her family struggled with money. Her father worked long hours at a factory and her mother cleaned houses. They were always tired. Sometimes there was not enough food on the table. Sarah wanted to help them. She wanted to earn money, but she was still a student. One evening she sat by the window and looked at the city lights. She thought about ways to make money. "Maybe I can sell something," she whispered to herself. She remembered that she loved drawing. Maybe she could sell her drawings online. The next day she borrowed her mother's phone and searched for ways to sell art. She found a website where people bought and sold drawings. Her heart filled with hope. Maybe this was the first step to her big dream. Sarah was excited about her idea. She took out her sketchbook and started drawing. She drew animals, flowers, and city streets. She worked for hours, making each picture special. When she finished, she took photos of them and uploaded them to the website. At first, nothing happened. No one bought her drawings. She checked her phone every hour, hoping for a sale. Days passed, but there was no money. She started to feel disappointed. "Maybe I'm not good enough," she thought. But Sarah did not give up. She watched online videos about selling art. She learned how to make her drawings better and how to advertise them. She changed her profile picture and wrote a nice description. She posted her work on social media. One morning she woke up to a surprise. She had her first sale. Someone had bought one of her drawings. She could not believe it. She ran to her mother and showed her the message. Her mother smiled and hugged her. "I'm proud of you, Sarah," she said. This small success gave Sarah more confidence. She kept drawing, selling and learning. She knew this was only the beginning. She had a long way to go, but she was ready for the journey. Sarah's first sale gave her hope. She worked harder than ever. Every day after school, she sat at her desk and drew. She practiced different styles, watched tutorials, and improved her skills. She knew that if she wanted to make more money, she had to get better. She also started talking to other artists online. She joined groups where people shared their experiences. She learned about popular designs, pricing, and customer preferences. Some artists gave her advice. They told her to be patient and keep going. One evening, Sarah received a message from a customer. It was a woman who wanted a special drawing for her daughter's birthday. "Can you draw a picture of my daughter with her cat?" she asked. Sarah was excited. This was her first custom order. She agreed and started working immediately. She wanted to make it perfect. She spent hours adding details and making sure the colours were bright and beautiful. After 3 days, she finished the drawing and sent it to the woman. The customer loved it. "This is amazing! My daughter will be so happy," she wrote. She also gave Sarah a big tip. Sarah's confidence grew. More people started noticing her work. She got more orders and made more money. She saved every dollar because she had a goal. She wanted to help her family and also buy better art supplies. But success brought new challenges. She had to balance school, drawing, and family responsibilities. Some nights, she stayed up late to finish her work. She felt tired but happy. She knew she was building something important. One day, a big surprise came. A local art shop contacted her. They had seen her work online and wanted to display her drawings in their store. Sarah was shocked. Me, in a real art shop, she thought. It felt like a dream, but she knew she had earned it. Sarah couldn't believe it. An art shop wanted to display her work. She felt nervous but excited. She selected her best drawings and carefully packed them. The next morning, she went to the shop with her mother. The shop owner, Mr. Lewis, welcomed them with a smile. He looked at Sarah's drawings and nodded. "These are beautiful," he said. "We will display them in the front window." Sarah's heart filled with joy. She watched as Mr. Lewis carefully placed her artwork where everyone could see it. Days passed, and something amazing happened. People started buying her drawings. Some even asked for custom art. Sarah worked harder than ever. She balanced school, homework, and her art business. It wasn't easy, but she felt proud. One afternoon, she received a special email. A publishing company wanted to use her drawings for a children's book. They offered to pay her for her work. Sarah couldn't believe her eyes. She had started with simple sketches, and now a real company wanted her art. Her parents were overjoyed. "You see," her mother said, "hard work always pays off." Sarah smiled. She had dreamed of success, and now it was happening. But she knew this was just the beginning. She had bigger goals, and she wouldn't stop now. Sarah signed her first contract with the publishing company. She was only 16, but she felt like a real artist. She spent weeks working on the illustrations for the book. Every page was filled with love and care. When the book was finally printed, Sarah held a copy in her hands. Her name was on the cover. She felt proud and happy. Her parents hugged her tightly. "You did it," her father said. "This is just the beginning." Soon, Sarah's story spread. More people wanted to buy her art. Schools invited her to speak to students. She told them about her journey, about never giving up, and about believing in their dreams. One day, Sarah received another big opportunity. A famous art school offered her a scholarship. It was a dream come true. She had always wanted to study art, and now she could do it without worrying about money. As she packed her bags for the new journey, she looked at her old sketchbook. It reminded her of how everything started, with a simple dream and hard work. She smiled. This was just the start of an even bigger adventure.